Hi, good morning, all of you. So today we will have to take up something new, something new to you people. It is the most important mandate of the civil services examination, and you people might have heard that civils is a three-stage examination. Yes or no? Yes or no? So this is only 10 o'clock in the morning. It's not 10 in the night. Yes? यदि रात 10 बजता है तो I can expect that you will be slightly down and you will be falling asleep. But you should not fall asleep, that too in the very beginning hours. Okay? So UPSC is how many stages exam? Very good. So the first stage is the preliminary examination, which is the objective examination, while the second stage is the descriptive examination, that is the mains examination, and the third one or the third stage is called the personality test, or in short we can also call it as the interviews. Okay, so going through your mains perspective, today we will have to start with essay writing. Okay, that is what was given to me. So have you people ever written an essay? Sometimes ago, some years ago. You might have written, no? During Independence Day, Republic Day in your schools. Yes or no? Okay. So something of that sort only you are gonna write it today as well. I mean, from today onwards as well. But something which makes it different. Okay, that is your earlier essay and what you are going to present now will be having few different changes, few different assumptions, perceptions. Everything does change. Okay, because in your schooling you used to write an essay on cow. गाय के ऊपर you used to write an essay. Okay, you used to write an essay on your favorite teacher. Yes or no? You used to write an essay on your favorite movie, or India as a whole. You used to write an essay. But UPSC won't ask that. Okay, UPSC will not ask you to write an essay on your favorite teacher, on your favorite song, on your favorite movie. Something of that sort can't be asked in the upcoming UPSC examination. So beginning with this particular module, we are assuming that you are clearing your preliminary examination. Okay, so it's my prior assumption that you are clearing prelims and you're going to mains. That is my confidence level. Why I am starting with your basic descriptive writing paper. We have decided to have at least one descriptive writing paper in a week. So what is my assumption now? You're all clearing your prelims. I am more confident than you. You should be very, very confident enough in order to face this examination. How this exam differs from other examinations? You will be writing your academic examinations also, like your degree, your intermediate, your 10th standard, whatever. This exam is different. How it is different? Because your academic examination is not competitive, whereas this is competitive. Clear? In your academic examination, people will write 100% selections, 100% success rate. Okay? Whoever have gone to a school, everyone will pass the 10th standard. Clear? During my time, at least, people were failing in 10th. Nowadays, people are not at all failing in 10th standard. And at least from the past 3 years, I'm observing few people, they are not even daring to fail in the 10th examination. Okay, because of the pandemic and others, we call COVID batch. Okay, they are passing the exam, but they know nothing. Okay, so that is a different part of your lifetime. But this is a different agenda which we are going to discuss today. So UPSC will be having descriptive examination, which is the mains examination, which will have your optional paper also, which will have your 4 general studies papers also, which will have an essay also, and which will have 2 compulsory papers also. compulsory papers we'll discuss little later, because it's a part of your Telugu teacher should come here, your English teacher should come here. That is not my cup of tea, because it is not something which is assigned to me as of now. Okay, and when we discuss an essay, as you people know very very well that essay will have few important components. Okay, because being a UPSC aspirant, you will be checking the pattern of the examination naturally. Have you people ever seen the mains question papers, previous mains question papers? Yes or no? How are the titles given? How are the questions asked? Yes. So yes, there will be certain keywords: evaluate, discuss, elaborate, critically analyze, explain, describe. Okay, all those key pointers we'll be discussing later, because it's an answer writing. But I'm asking about essay writing. In how many words you should write a UPSC essay? Essay I'm asking. Clear? Please. Devika, ఎన్ని వర్డ్స్ రాయడం ఎస్సే? ఎస్సే అంటున్నా. Very good. Kucha. So we should write an essay in around 1000 words. Clear? 1000 words means how many pages? I'm not asking papers, I'm asking pages. Papers means front and back. Pages means only one-sided. So at least you should know this in the beginning. Okay. Because we should know our basic outline. Then we will enter into the deep subject. Okay. Because dealing with the essay part, I will be slightly connecting with your history also, with your polity also, with your economy also, with your geography also, with your ethics also. To some extent, I should become philosophical also. To some extent, I should become moral also. Clear, all of you? So that is the reason I am alarming every one of you, that even if you are feeling asleep, okay, you should control your sleep for the next few minutes, because this is some part which usually I train the students after their preliminary examination. But every year I train them after the preliminary examination. I find one difficulty with them. That is, what if they would have started in their earlier preparation? What if they would have written during their earlier preparation? Clear, all of you? If you look at your 10th standard results, clear? For example, what was your 10th score? 9.5. What was yours? 8.3. Okay, Bharatwaj is 8.3 is his 10th standard. If Bharatwaj thinks today about his 10th standard, which he have passed some 6 to 7 years ago. So if we go back to the past, what Bharatwaj think? If I would have studied more in my 10th, I would have reached to 9 pointer, 9.1 pointer or something like that. Yes or no? Anpistada anipiyadu? Anpistada. Clear enough? Similarly with your graduation. Similarly with your masters. Similarly with your other academics also. But here in UPSC, after you clear your preliminary examination, you should not feel that I should have started written earlier, then my performance would have been better. Are you getting this? कुछ देर पहले ही यदि मैं शुरू करता तो मैं आज कुछ और होता. That you should never think after you clear your prelims, because it will be a biggest blunder I call. You basically can make mistakes but not blunders. Are you getting this? So yes, we'll begin with the agenda of today. So essay writing, if you understand the themes, UPSC essay, how many marks? Essay will be carrying this paper, every paper will be carrying 250 marks only. So it will be carrying how many marks now? 250 marks. How many essays you should write? You should write 2 essays. Each essay will be carrying 125 marks. Okay. And out of 250, okay, I'm repeating the point. Out of 250, if you are able to score 140 to 160, if you are able to score 140 to 160 in your essay paper, then nobody can stop your selection, including Narendra Modi. Are you getting this? Because usually people get around 120, 130 score in essay. But if you are getting 140 to 160, what I am saying? Nobody can stop your selection. Why am I saying this? Just understand. Because essay writing, if you are becoming a perfect essayist, a perfect essay writer, then naturally your answers will be good. Okay. If for example, I give you a title to write on inflation. When you are a good essay writer, naturally your answer writing will be good. When you are a good essay writer, naturally your polity answers will be good. Naturally your historical connect would be good. Are you understanding this? So that's the reason I'm saying. So basic points you know very well. So it should be presented in and around 1000 words. So essay will be having basically 3 components. You know this very well: introduction, main body, and conclusion. Essay will be having how many parts? 3 parts: introduction, main body, and conclusion. So if I go to the introduction part, clear? Introduction of essay should be written in at least 10% of the weightage word limit. Clear? 10% of the words should be spent at least for writing an introduction. But it is all coming with the practice. Again, you should not count 10% of 1000 matlab 100 words. So you are writing introduction to an essay. Clear? Uniform Civil Code. You are counting. Uniform Civil Code means 1, 2, 3, 4. ऐसा count करके नहीं लिखना, ठीक है? It is coming because if I say 100 words introduction has to be written, then within this 100 words, your entire approach, your entire outline of the title should be presented. How? A very good introduction is that introduction where you will begin with a quotation. You should start your introduction with a quote. Or else you can also start your introduction with any kind of a short story. You can also start your intro with a form of short story also. Clear all of you? Because quotes are always not fitting or not suitable to the demand of the title. Ultimately, whatever is the title asked, clear? The title will be basically in the form of a statement. The titles are given in the form of a statement. For example, you are given a title like this: Manipur is burning. Manipur is burning, and various security agencies roll thereon. For example, this is the title given: Manipur is burning and various security agencies rolls thereon. What is the response? Manipur is burning, it's one part of the title. The next steps taken by Indian Army or any other security agencies, that is the other part of the title. So examiner is expecting from you to address both of them in a very sophisticated manner, so that every keyword in the title is seen addressed. Clear all of you? should not miss anyone. You should not miss one or the other component. For example, say, if I give a title, women in India are seen empowered. A normal title, a very basic title, which you can say always focuses upon. Women in India are seen empowered. This is a positive title given by UPSC. Yes or no? So you cannot write all the issues of women. If women comes to your brain, something comes to your brain is all the problems that women are getting associated. Women will face the problem even before their birth. Clear? Even when there was when the baby is in the womb of a mother, clear, infant ferticide or something like that. And after that, she will again face the issues. A girl child is never accepted in the societal connect. Clear? After a girl child is born, she should get educated. After her education, she should get a job. After her job, she should get married. After her marriage, she should pay the dowry. Okay? After she pay dowry, she should pay additional dowry. After that, she will become a mother. Clear? When she is a mother, again the harassment begins. Domestic violence will be beginning. When she is about to become old, she will also be facing certain issues of being a widow as well. Clear? Because when she loses her husband, she will become a widow. And old age also, she will be facing certain issues. So likewise, a woman issues which are to be addressed in a general essay before her birth till the end of her lifetime. ये जो चीज है, that will not be suitable to this title. Because this title is accepting that women are seen more empowered. So what are the positives? In which way the women are being empowered in the country? That should be the agenda of this particular title. Are you getting this? So let us first of all focus upon how to write an introduction. Later on we will see how to write a main body. After that we will say how to write a conclusion. After that we will understand how to together write an essay. Because it's step-by-step procedure. It's not one-day session. It's not a 2-day session. It's something which is because your Lakshmi Narayan today he has scheduled. It is a class of answer writing. Clear? I just want to see the schedule. It is not actually a class. It should be a workshop. Clear of you? Because answer writing is not a class. If I write an essay on women empowerment, the task is not completed. You should write an answer. You should write an introduction. You should write or you should complete an essay. Then only our purpose is completed. I understand this. Because I don't have any examiners. You have exams. Clear? Yes or no? How many of you are feeling sleepy? Not it? Very good, very good. Okay, so writing an introduction. Any idea how to write an intro? How to write an introduction? See, introduction I have said it should be begin with a quote or short story. Introduction shall be beginning with either a quotation or else a kind of a short story. Okay. After you write an introduction, then the very first line, just understand the sequence clearly. The very first line shall be explain the statement. The very first line of introduction post your quotation, after your quotation, will be to explain the statement, because the titles are given in a statement form. When they are being given in a statement form, you should understand, you should explain to the examiner that what exactly is this particular title demanding or this particular title saying. Okay, I'll speak about all this individually, don't worry. After you explain the statement, Then you will have a keyword called elaborate the introductory lines. What you should do? Elaborate what you have written earlier. We practice one, we will get the point. Okay. Elaborate what we have written earlier. Introductory lines we call. Okay. After that, I want you people to give or provide at least one example or a fact or a data or any kind of a logic, so on. Any one point should be there about the title, which is either a data, either a fact, either an example or something like that. Now, in the last point of your introduction, what you will do is, you will be creating a suspense. What you will do? You will be creating a suspense. Just understand. These are the rules which are to be followed for writing an introduction in the essay. What are the rules? First of all, you should begin with a quote or a short story. You should explain the statement. You will elaborate the introductory lines. Okay, for example, let's take up a title. Okay, the title says, the same title we take, like Women and their representation in various fields. Women and their representation in various fields. So again, how do you proceed with this title? If this is the title given, how do you proceed? Women and their representation in different fields, various fields. Okay, Women are the backbone to our society. Okay. Okay. If this is the title given, another title is given, because you will choose. You should write two. Okay. Farmers' welfare in India. Okay. Suppose there is a title given, Farmers' welfare in India. She is writing a quote. Women are the backbone of the country. When she is writing a title about farmers, then also she is writing farmers are the backbone of the country. Okay. Please. Women plays a crucial role in the society. Okay. Any other? Yes, you can also speak, not only women. Development of a women represent the development of the nation. Very good. Okay. Inka. You can directly quote Mahatma Gandhi, no? Okay, in your modern history, you might have studied about Mahatma Gandhi. He says the real independence is when the women are walking at around 12 night until AM or PM. 12 PM AM. Okay. So the real independence is when the women are walking alone in the midnight. This will be the point. Okay, because 12 AM PM, again confusion. In the quotation only, again you won't enter into your introduction and you won't be entering into the other parts of the essay as well. Okay, so women and their representation. What I said, Lakshmi. Here, a bag no napkin is. My gala. Okay, I think I'm audible. Okay, if not, you can come forward. So, what I said, women and the representation in various fields. So, you will be directly quoting Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, and this particular quote, okay, you directly write down the quote, and if you don't remember the name of the person who gave that quote, then also it's okay. Clear, all of you? It is all time suitable. Okay. That if you don't write the name of the person who gave that quote, rather than that, you should not do a mistake. Sometimes what people do is they'll write their own name. While writing a UPSC essay, you should be very, very, very clever and clear about your data, what you present. That is what I'm saying is, you should be very clear about few things. I'll make you write also after a few times. Okay. So what I said, you will be writing an introduction about quote of Mahatma Gandhi, or you can write a short story also. What kind of a story you write? Women and the representation in various fields. What kind of a... Leda? Just a minute. What I'm saying? Short story. What kind of a short story you write? See, I want you people to develop that.
Recently, we have heard about mom's mission.
Okay.
That was all initiated by women only. So can I quote that?
Which mission?
Mission to
Mangalyaan or Chandrayaan?
No, Mars. He said not Mars mission.
Okay, Mars orbiter mission. Okay, mom.
So in that, it was backed by women only.
Yeah, that's okay. That is where their participation is being written. But I'm asking, what kind of a short story can be written here?
So can we write like that? Initially, women were like, they were like, house.
Yeah, that's what. See, you should connect. For example, a story I'm saying, in a village, once upon a time, a woman was restricting herself to the household activities. Later on, the generations passed and a woman started educating herself. Later on, the generations passed and the women have started representing everywhere, in sports, in arts, in education, in politics, etc. So it's this kind of a short story I'm expecting from you. So when I say a short story has to be written, short story should be definitely replicated to the title of the demand of the title. Again, when you write a short story, what I said, in a village, a woman was participating in this. Later on, she shifted to this. Later on, she is empowered and participating in every other field. See my sequence. And few people write, my grandmother was restricting to a household. My mother has started working and me has started preparing for UPSC and writing the mains examination, which is the biggest privilege. So what is the mistake you have done there? You open your gender. Yes or no? Examiner openly came to know that you are a female. Are you getting this? So that mistake should not be done. You should be very, very clever enough while writing about your gender, your place of birth, your marital status, everything. I'll dictate now. Okay. So either write a quote or else you can write a short story. Okay. The very first line of your introduction, what I said, very first line of your introduction, you will be addressing. Clear? The very first title of your introduction, you will be addressing what? It's okay. You will be addressing a explanation. The very first lines you will be going for explanation of a statement. How do you explain women and the representation in various fields? How do you explain this statement? Do remember. You should explain, but you should not rewrite. Like you used to do in your academics. Okay, once upon a time. What you used to do? Your agenda was to fill the papers. In one or the other way, you should go complete your exam, filling the papers. Make a white paper, a black paper, or a blue paper. Yes? But that is not the prime agenda today. In UPSC, every single point shall be addressed to UPSC only. And every single point will be giving you a merit. Every single point can be eliminating your merit, reducing your scores for that reason. Okay, so that's the reason I'm saying be very, very careful about it. So explain ka matlab, you should not rewrite. You should explain. Like how to explain women and their representation. Again, you can go with the presentation like past, present and future. You can go with the past, present and future. But always remember, the past shall be written only in the main body. Any titles, historical connect should be written in the main body only. Should not be written in the introduction unless and until it is demanded. For example, you are given an essay, Lessons from the Life of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Then you should know, the title itself is a historical title. Yes or no? Lessons from the Life of B.R. Ambedkar. You cannot write any current about B.R. Ambedkar. Yes or no? You cannot write any latest updates of B.R. Ambedkar. So that is the reason. If it is demanding, if the demand of the title is that, you should go for that. Otherwise, not. In this kind of a title, historical connect only comes in the main body. Okay. So explanation of the statement, you can go with any current aspect also. Current aspect. I've seen few people, they write like women and their, for example, any title they will connect with the current also. In a very introductory line. That's also a beautiful presentation. Like, write down once. Mahatma Gandhi says, you might have heard, no, Mahatma Gandhi. Never heard? Ha. Mahatma Gandhi says, the real independence to the country is when the real independence to the country is when women are walking alone. Women are walking alone. Women are walking alone in the night. In the night. In the night. Full stop. Full stop. I have completed my quote. Then see, explain. Right now. Women in India. Women in India have undergone various stages of empowerment, like every society does. Various stages of empowerment, like every society does. Like every society does. Full stop. A woman today is a literate, employed, reached space, SPACE, reached space, ruled the country, ruled the country, comma, got medals for the country, 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 comma, cleared tough competitions, and is represented at bar at same pace, pace, P-A-C-E, pace, like that of men, which together account for empowering women, which together account for empowering women or women empowerment. So yahan tak, till here, what I have done, I have explained the statement. Clear all of you? I have given you a quote. After I give the quote, I have done the explanation of the statement. Later on, what I said, elaborate your introductory lines. So this is already elaborated. Few statements may not be elaborated more. But here elaboration is huge, no? Are you getting this? So that is the reason I can skip elaboration. Like for example, if you are given a title about Chandrayaan 3, then your elaboration may not be feasible. You may not elaborate more. Then you will go for the elaboration statement. Okay, फिर भी if I want to elaborate it, like write down also, continue, also, नहीं, also मतलब next line, A capital आएगा, A capital, also, the contribution of women in our economy is huge, but not accounted completely. Is huge but not accounted completely. What do you understand by this? If woman is working as an officer, if woman is working as a sports person, her earnings will be counted in our income. But if a woman is participating in the household activities, then that service will not be accounted in our income. Are you getting this? So it is not counted completely. Next slide down. I have elaborated more. I should give one fact. I should give one data, or I should give an example. What example will give? Here, participation in various fields. Usi milte julte, we should give an example. Write down. Example, write down. Example, matlab don't write example. You should write it as a continuation to the introduction only. Okay. Continuation, write down. Sania Mirza. You might have heard of Sania Mirza. Winning medals in kabaddi. Winning medals in which sport? Badminton or tennis? In tennis, not badminton. Okay. Sania Mirza winning medals in tennis, comma. Indira Gandhi. You might have heard, no? Indira Gandhi. She worked as a manager of SBI. Indira Gandhi. Ruling for Indira Gandhi the first woman prime minister, the first woman prime minister. 2. Draupadi Murmu, Draupadi Murmu, Draupadi Murmu, Draupadi Murmu, Draupadi Murmu, comma, second woman president, and first tribal president. Second woman president, and first tribal president. Second woman president and the first tribal president. Yes or no? First tribal president. And many more examples. Only one example we should write in the intro because we should save for the main body also. And many more women have made India pride, have made India, E-N-D-I-A, India, have made India pride, I-N-D-I, okay, have made India pride in, okay, all tough spellings I'll dictate, in national and global levels, in national and global levels, in national and global levels, full stop. Got the point? So I have done quote also, I have done explanation also, I have done quote also, explanation also, elaboration also, I have given examples also in introduction. Now the main part is creating a suspense. This is the most important dimension of writing an essay. What I am saying? Creating a suspense. So, creating a suspense is where you will make the examiner go to the main body along with you. What I said? You should make the examiner go to the main body along with you all. What does that mean? Creating a suspense. You people will go to watch a movie. Anytime? Have you been to movies? Never? After UPSC? Okay. So if you go to a movie, for example, a popular movie, I take Bahubali. Okay. So in the interval, which we call the interval, no, after first half, we call it as interval. In the interval, if there is no suspense, if there is no curiosity, if there is no sort of tension, what happens next, then nobody will come to the second half. Yes or no? If you create suspense, people go out, buy popcorn, come in again. If you don't create a suspense, people will go out मतलब out ही जाएंगे. Okay. So that kind of a suspense has to be created. You should give glimpses to the examiner that what are all the various points which you are going to present in the main body. That is a suspense. Like for example, write down. Women, representation, women representation in historical lines, women representation in historical lines, comma, politics, comma, participation in economic growth, participation in economic growth, comma, representation in arts and sports, sports, representation in arts and sports, comma, international empowerment of women, international empowerment of women, international empowerment of women, international empowerment of women, etc, etc are discussed below. etc are discussed below. etc are discussed below. So when you read this, are discussed below, are mentioned below, are seen below, are seen in the further paragraphs. When you are writing this, you are not just going to the main body alone. You are also taking the examiner to the main body along with you. Is this clear to all of you? Yes or no? So writing an introduction should always create a suspense. Any doubt here? So far, any doubt? How to write an introduction? Okay, I'll give you one more title. You should write an introduction now. Okay. So, write down a title. Write down like this. Role of India. Role of India in emerging global politics. Role of India in emerging global politics. How many of you have understood the title? Inti, what is the demand of this title?
Without context, what are the relations having with India and what are the political connections having with India?
Okay. Yes.
How we have played the role of politics in the traditional and India
Okay.
as a leader in international relations. So how is India influencing the outside world?
What India faces, what is the role of India, which means India with the increasing youth population and strategical location.
Yes. So the examiner is trying to know from you role of India in emerging global politics. Emerging matlab changing. Emerging matlab upcoming. Okay, upcoming global politics. So how we have changed our stand from being a socialistic economy to alliance of capitalistic economy, from being non-alignment movement to opening our support to during the wars to establish the peace. Role in United Nations organization, institutions and organizations, what we are funding them. Prime Minister bilateral visits, trilateral visits, multilateral visits, hosting G20 summit, participating in G20 to hosting G20. Here this year, India is hosting the G20 summit. We have already hosted the SCO summit, Shanghai Cooperation Organization summit. So all this will be inculcated in this particular title. Clear? We'll discuss that, but write down another title. Write down one more title. Aging India, aging India, and its pros and cons. Pros and cons. This is another title given. Aging India. What do you mean by aging India? Old age population is increasing in the country. When old age population is increasing, what are the pros and what are the cons? Okay, to write this again, you need a vast subject knowledge with you. Okay, write down another title. Because UPSC gives you options, no? Write down one more title. Role of various leaders. Role of various leaders in Indian freedom struggle. Role of various leaders. Role of various leaders in Indian freedom struggle. Role of various leaders in Indian freedom struggle. This is an open title. What UPSC says, you can write anything of your own choice. Clear? Role of various leaders in Indian freedom struggle. Write down another title. From being in backyard, B-A-C-K, backyard, to ruling from the front face, being the front face, full stop.